I'm going to take you through the evolution of the concept of open access and open science at the University of Liège, with a special look at our diamond solution. This is a presentation of the plan of the presentation. First, I will present an exceptional situation in the early 2000s, the start of the open science at University of Liège, PoPuPS, or first open access achievement, which is open access diamond publication, ORBi, or institutional repository, some other achievements, or international positioning and positioning of the library and of the university, the ULiège Open Science Roadmap, the recent roadmap of the university, and some conclusions. There are three factors of the growing of open science and open access in the University of Liège. The first is a university growing and wanted to position itself in the academic world. The second one is the library. University library was changing with a strong interest in open access, with a new head librarians, Paul Thirion, with a huge issue with subscription cost and with the problem of the prestige of the major publisher. Third, with the right person on the right time, on the right place, Bernard Rentier. I say it in French, Bernard Rentier. A vice president, he was vice president at the beginning of 2000 and president of the university from 2004 to 2015. He was a strong advocate of open access. He strongly supported the creation of the open repository of the university, ORBi, and he founded and chaired the International Association enabling open scholarship, promoting open access to scientific publication in universities. This association operates 4 years, only 4 years. Here the key figure of the university, you can see is a little investment, not so little. Here you can see the page, the Wikipedia page, of presentation of Bernard Rentier. It continues to be very active right now in promoting development into evaluation of research and scientists. The evaluation is a real problem in open access. These two screenshots present the AOS scholarship association, and you can see the members of this association. They are major advocates of open access at the time in early 2000s. The beginning of the start of open access at the University of Liège is in 2001. The university members of the BICFB association. This is the Inter-University Library of French Community of Belgium. He launched the Big Tel project for PhD thesis. It was the first open access solution to publish PhD thesis. At this moment, the data are since been integrated into institutional directories. At this moment, and for 10 years, we didn't talk about open science, but we talk about open access. In 2004, BCFB was considering the possibility of organizing institutional repository for each university. From 2005, several conferences were organized inside the university on the problem of journal cost, the obsession of impact factor, and many people attended these conferences. The main speaker was the same every time. It was Bernard Rentier, with the help of our new head, librarian, Paul Thirion. During this period, we put a lot of time and effort to into coming with up with practical solutions. PoPuPS was the first major project. PoPuPS is a golden way open access diamond journal solution for the university. It was created and managed by the library. History began in 2004 with a study of a proof of concept, an online journal platform for all Belgian French-speaking universities. There were 7 universities at this time. Now there are only 5 following merged. This study was conducted over a period of 1 year. As the study did not result to a funding decision, there are political problem, we decided to create our own portal at the University of Liège. It's based on Lodel open source software created by review.org. In September 2006, PoPuPS released its first 5 titles online. Is the home page of the portal PoPuPS. The basics of PoPuPS are some main goals. The first is to provide editors with a simple, cost-effective solution for publishing and distributing their journals or conferences. There are 8 conferences. To give editor full editorial autonomy and independence, we offer service, not other things, and with a maximum of visibility. I have a slide about visibility. PoPuPS is a journal incubator for new titles, and enable the possibility of journal to switch from paper to open electronic distribution. PoPuPS is also very useful for distributing discontinued journals we called archives. The journal editor would decide to publish with PoPuPS have to respect the major principle of scientific quality. It's the basic to publish contents at least once a year and to offer service free of charge to authors. It's the diamond aspect of PoPuPS. There are no APC with PoPuPS. These are the key figures of PoPuPS. There are 27 journals, 5 discontinued journals, and the other are live in journals. There are 8 proceedings and about more than 9,000 papers in the platform. There are partners, the University of Liège, but also University of Louvain et Académie Royale of the Belgique. And these 2 institutions have 2 titles on the platform PoPuPS. There are also other partnerships I will present later. This is the catalog of the platform, and what we are doing for the visibility. Visibility is really important, and first we give a DOI for each papers. We send metadata to Google Scholar, Google, Bing, Yahoo, and some and others database, the central discovery index for the library catalogs, and Isidore for titles in humanities, and some knowledge base for libraries too. We need all journals, therefore, have a strong presence in libraries and in their catalogs, and as well as in main research engines. The current projects are the improving of the quality. During workshop, we are improving the quality of the process and information provided by all journals for users and for readers. And we use the Cairo the editorial quality criteria that Françoise is one of the authors. Thank you, Françoise. We support journal also in integrating the DOG. There are only 8 titles from PoPuPS in DOG. The goal is to have 27 journals in 2 years. It's the same for Sherpa Romeo and other bibliographic database like Scopus. Scopus, we are 5 titles in Scopus. And we have to anticipate the technical problem with the transition to Lodel 2. We have 3 solutions: continuing to use Lodel, use OGS, Open Journal System from PKP, is actually used for 3 titles because they use the automatic process, editing process, but the development of OGS is not right at this moment to improve the online posting of articles in HTML format. The third solution may be use of Kotai from Coco Foundation, but there is a little community of users for Kotai, and this system is still in development. The most important for me is to review the editorial model of the journals, some of which were created in 2007, and they are not right to move to a new platform. This is an example of the editorial model for a journal. This is the journal Biotechnology, Agronomy, Society, and Environment. It's right for it completes with Open Edition and Lodel. Another screen is to present OGS from this is a journal from Paris Cité. This journal proposes HTML display of the text on the landing page, which is not initially provided by OGS. We need some development to propose this solution. In fact, there are no publishing activities natively integrated into OGS. It's a real problem for us. And the third solution is Kotai. It's a very elegant and rather complete system, but it's in full development, and there are actually no journal published with this system. The second solution proposed by the library in open access is the Open Repertoire and Bibliography, ORBi. It's our green way solution for the university, and is also created by and managed by the library. The first budget comes from BICFB. We use DSpace, open source software from the MIT. And we create a special model. Bernard Rentier created this model. Is the Liège model, well known in the world. We link institutional repository with research evaluation. Only deposit publication are considered for evaluation and for the budget and so on. And the growing of the database was very quick. Over 19% of publication are on on ORBi. More recently, we install this system University of Luxembourg and University of Mons. But when people talk about ULiège, it's more for ORBi than for PoPuPS. It's a pity for me. It's the key figures, the homepage of ORBi. You can see the number of items and the part of these items in open access. There are many authors and a real structure of the presentation of the data. There are others achievement for in open science, open access, and then open science. This is the Dunham digital object repository. The university has a very rich collection of old books. There are currently more than 5,000 books available through Dunham. There are very old books in our collection. The other achievement is Matteo Master's Thesis Online. The system handles documents from deposit to distribution. He manages the work of the jury and the defense of the master thesis. The ePublish project is not a project, it's a reality. With there are currently 8 books published on ePublish. It's my own project, and I'm really attached to because I'm in charge of this project begin the start. And you can see the 8 books. The 3 books are from the library, and the others are in co-edition with the Presse Universitaire de Liège. The 3 books in white are the library ones. Another achievement is the DMP Online. This is carried in collaboration with the Research and Development Administration of the university. It's a national project. The recent project is the Observatory of Open Science Periscope. Was developed by the University of Liège and will be installed in the 4 other French-speaking universities in Belgium this year. The last one is the Dataverse, also carried out with the administration of research and development. Or international positioning is I present the key figures, but there are others. For the university, we are founding and chairman of the EOS association and enabling open scholarship. The university is full member of European University Association. We are observer of EOSC association via the Rector Council, and our 8 librarians is one of the 2 representatives of the French Belgian universities. The university is also member of COARA, recent association. It is the coalition for advancing research assessments. By the side of the library, we are member of the European Opera Network for special interest group tools and platforms. We are also a member of Mirabel and Repère Association, two French associations. We are also participating actively in the creation of a Belgian network of ORBi diamond journals called Reliad. The website will be online in a few days. We are working on this. And then for the international visualization, Quora project is underway in the library for the creation of a new internal diamond or journal. Is a copy of the screen for Quora. You can see the University of Liège in the members. For Opera, we are the only Belgian member of this network, but because Opera is based in Brussels. It's an international association based in Brussels. We are a member of Mirabel since 2008, 10. At the end of it's 4 years ago, mainly for PoPuPS, but also for other titles. And the network Repère is a network of journal platform. We are only a non-French member, only one member of the network. We are also founding members of this network. Okay, this is the first slide of the presentation by the rector of the roadmap of the University of Liège. There are 6 commitments for this engagement of the university to support scientists, increase open access, mainly with PoPuPS and ORBi, develop open data, support of open software is just the beginning. There are intention, but not really activities in these topics. Support open education, develop citizen science, and pay a special attention to evaluation and integrity, notably through Quora. And this roadmap was prepared not by the university, but by ULiège in collaboration with Department for Research and Innovation Support. This we worked 2 years to prepare this roadmap. We present this roadmap 2 years ago, and on January this year, the roadmap was approved by the university, the board of directors. It will be published in a couple of days, I think. Then, in conclusion, to go forward, we need the right peoples at the right time and the right place. I think at Bernard here, but other key figures in the university. We have to have strong networks. We join networks. Some networks in the years, and we need also resources, human and financial, but we don't have enough of them. Also, it's important to train and to communicate. To train, we have courses by the library, but by others to students. We are 18 teachers in the library. We have 28 courses in faculties. It's important for two PhD candidates. We propose special training over open access, open source, open education to the PhD candidates. We organize special days. Every year we organize Open Science Days, Open Science Weeks, special conference in the departments. And we use websites, flyers, special message to repeat the message about open science, open access, and so on. In fact, for the university, the library has played and continue to play key roles for open science. The Department for Research and Innovation Support joined us in 2020, but it's a long process.